Hello everybody, how are we all doing tonight on this wonderful Wednesday evening here in lockdown in Canberra, because that's what we're in, obviously. It's a fun time, you know, we got me. I've been doing university over online stuff, which is fun. Not the greatest thing to deal with, but hey, I can manage it. I'm here as always with my brother Lachlan.
Hello.
And you've been doing school in lockdown?
Yep.
How is school in lockdown for you?
It's a little more boring.
A little more boring? Yeah, well, that's fun. Pin in the video is not right? Oh, you need to fix that up, Lockie. I think you can do that quickly. While I'm busy talking here. So yes, Canberra is in lockdown. The ACT is in lockdown, which means you've only got me tonight. I'm here. My name is Josh, if you don't know that, although I'm sure most of you knew that already. We unfortunately do not have Darren with us tonight. He probably wouldn't have been here anyway. We're in lockdown. He can't be here. But he is also currently back in hospital right now, which is fun. We love getting out of hospital and then not being able to do much because lockdown happens and lockdown is a thing. So pin is up. 67588 is the pin. We just did some minor little things earlier. We forgot to change it on the actual stream feed itself, but the pin is correct, 67588 on the main screen now. That's been updated, and it'll be pinned in the chat as well for those who need it. Okay, before we jump into our first proper question, I do need to explain everything about YouTube Live. Did you switch it?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, you did switch it. Cool. Just making sure you switched it. Okay. Make sure that your YouTube is live. If you have a red dot next to the live text when you scroll over the screen there, you are live, or as live as you can possibly be with your connection and stuff. With connections and whatnot, it is going to be slightly different for different people, but for the most part it will be good. If that dot is grey, that means you are not live, so you should hit the live text to go live again. We recommend that you go onto YouTube through a computer of some sort, as that will give a much better feed than by using, say, the YouTube app on a smart TV or something. YouTube app on phones is fine, but YouTube app on smart TVs is a bit shaky when it comes to live streaming, so it's not the best one to use. Okay, I think that's everything I need to talk about. So, we are going to bring up the main screen right here. There it is. And computer, not a Mac, yeah, same thing. Yeah, Darren's in hospital again. Feeling pain from, I guess, a remnant of what he was in there last time for. So, he's back in there, unfortunately. Hopefully, he won't be in there as long, though. Hopefully, he'll be able to get out and get moving again. Everyone's having fun spinning their numbers. It's the most important part of the evening, as we all know. So, I think we are all suitably ready to go. Let's play that countdown music. Alright. We are running good currently right now. having, so far, looking pretty good. So, yes. Before I jump into it, I hope you all enjoyed having Justin on again last week. I should have said that earlier, but it slipped my mind, but I'm on it now. So, yes. I hope you all enjoyed having Justin last week. Reason for that was because I was sick myself. So, I couldn't do it. Darren couldn't do it because we're in lockdown. So, Justin had to step up and go, yeah, I'll do it. So, hope he gave you all a good night of trivia last week. But I'm back, I'm better this week, so we are good to go. Just a couple quick things before we jump into it right here. First off, do not cheat. Pretty self-explanatory. Do not use Google to find answers. Also, don't use apps like Shazam to find music. That's also against the rules. That is considered cheating. And we also have our other rule is no colluding. So do not discuss answers with other teams. The chances of that happening are very small. But if you have multiple teams in your household, please keep answers between your own teams, not discuss them with the other team. Alright. So, we're going to jump into our practice question here. Same one we've had for a while now. All we need you to do is tell us what your YouTube delay is in seconds. So you just need to tell us by watching the timer on your app, on your phones, and the timer on your YouTube screen. Please tell me what your delay is between the two so we can get an idea of just, how much time we need to spend between questions and stuff. How much time we need to give, especially for music questions, mainly. But so far I haven't seen anything really bad on our end, so we should be looking pretty good. We've got less than 10 seconds to go. And we'll have a look right here at what we're looking like. So, alright, 1, 3, 4 to 5, that's a pretty good lineup there. For those teams who have 9 to 12 and 13 to 16. Just see if you are live on YouTube, because that will be where most of that kind of comes in. But this is very much playable. More 4 to 5 than we'd like, but not terrible. And we don't have anyone in 6 to 8, so we're looking pretty good right now. We're going to jump into round 1. 25 points per correct answer and 5 points off per incorrect answer. The questions start now. Who defeated Bob Hawke in a leadership challenge in 1991? Kim Beazley, Joan Child, Paul Keating, or John McEwen? Can we get some bless yous in the chat for Lachlan, please? Sure, we'd love to see them. Alright, Paul Keating is our answer there. Get a COVID test. Good ones there. Paul Keating defeated Bob Hawke in a leadership challenge in 1991 and became Prime Minister. When Simba becomes the king of Pride Rock in The Lion King, who becomes his bride? Nala, Sarabi, Serafina, Zira. There's certainly some names there. Five seconds to go. Wukaraka Wool sitting there. Interesting. Alright, Nala. Nala becomes Simba's bride in The Lion King. In the game of darts, how many darts can a player throw per turn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6? Looks like you've got your issues sorted out there, Wukaraka Wolves. 5 seconds left. 3 dots per turn. In darts, surprisingly. How many countries are full members of the International Cricket Council? 6, 8, 10 or 12? Full members of the International Cricket Council. Ten seconds to go. Oh, that was a tough question. 12 countries are full members. They are India, Australia, South Africa, New Zealand, England, the West Indies, Zimbabwe, Afghanistan, Ireland, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, and Bangladesh. So pretty much all the usual suspects when it comes to cricket. Strangers in the Night and My Way were notable hits from who? Perry Como, Peggy Lee, Dean Martin or Frank Sinatra? We have a couple teams left. Ben Spokefolk have answered, now it's just Hindenburg skydiving. Frank Sinatra. Those 2 hits there. Which American actor and director is receiving a medal in this photo? Wes Anderson, Ron Howard, David Lynch, Christopher Nolan, or Quentin Tarantino? Bet 2. So that is Ron Howard there. That photo coming from MASH. Says here that the episode is Sometimes You Hear the Bullet. So that's the name of the episode. Doesn't tell me what season and episode it is, but just tells me the name of it. Who is this? Tim Cahill, Harry Kewell, Lucas Neal, or Mark Viduka? Lucas Neal is that man there. Australian footballer, last played for Watford. Alright, in which TV show would you find this character? Bender, Family Guy, Peanuts, or The Tick? Is from Peanuts. That is Woodstock from Peanuts there. Alright. Triple points question coming up. So 75 points up for grabs right now. As usual, that means we are ordering answers here. So we require you to select all 6 answers for this question and put them in an order. What we are asking from you this week is to order these Disney movies from first release to the most recent. So, fun question. There's 60 seconds on the clock. Here are the 6 choices: Bambi, Cool Runnings, Mary Poppins, Peter Pan, The Love Bug, and Toy Story. So you'll need to order all of those from earliest released to the most recently released. And once you have selected your order, make sure you hit submit. It's very important. Alright. There is 15 seconds left. So not long now. If you're not sure, just hit some buttons and do something. Still got a chance. Alright. 19 teams getting that one right. In order, Bambi came out in 1942, followed by Peter Pan in 1953. Mary Poppins came out in 1964. The Love Bug in 1968. Cool Runnings in 1993. And finally Toy Story in 1995. So the most recent there is still over 25 years old. How does that make everyone feel? Toy Story is over 25 years old. Do you feel old yet? Alright, final question for our first round. Up to 50% of your current total score. You'll be betting on this next question. I wonder what the question could be about. Let's find out. Which Canadian city hosted the 2010 Winter Olympics? Calgary, Montreal, Ottawa, or Vancouver? Alright. 5 seconds to go. Vancouver. Vancouver 2010 for the Winter Olympics.
Dad got it wrong.
Having a nice smile because my dad got it wrong. Just hit his head going, that's the wrong year. Alright, that is the end of round one. Let's have a look at what the scores are like right now. So, behind the George in first place, with a nice 50 or so point lead to start off. DNA, TI, Takes Two, Titanic Swim Team, and Huge Organs are all tied for second place. TI is back together again, so... Yes, he did say Calgary. So, behind the George holding first place right now, we've got 5 teams tied for second currently. We move into round 2. Up to 100 points per correct answer. This will count down from 100 as the clock counts down. And the amount of points you get will depend on when you get in on the question. So, in which present-day country was this artist born? Have a listen. Obligatory, they were playing the English version there, I'm sure. Not the German original. Yes, Nena, born in Germany. There. 99 Luftballons, or as it's called in English, 99 red balloons.
Now, before we move on to the next question,
Uh-huh.
we have... Oh, never mind.
Yes, Loveland?
Well, there was a call for faster. I was just waiting for you to finish talking.
I was busy talking.
Okay.
Yes. The English version is not as good as the German version. Doesn't work in English. Alright. Which one of these people wrote an assigned textbook at Hogwarts in the Harry Potter series? I'm not giving a clue. I'm appropriately decked out for it, but I'm not giving a clue. Armando Dippet, Kinnelworthy Wisp, Libaceous Barrage, or Phineas Bourne? Alright, Libaceous Barrage is the answer there. A bit of a deep cut there, I would say. So, this wizard published works such as Advanced Potion Making, Asiatic Antivenoms, and Have Yourself a Fiesta in a Bottle. Because, of course. What is the magic word?
Let's give him free reign tonight.
Okay, that could be interesting.
Yeah.
You need to be paying close attention, Lauren. Of the rest of those there, I recognise Armando Dippet as a name as well. I believe he was a headmaster of Hogwarts at some point. So, yes, resident Potterhead. Alright. In which Australian state would you find the South Esk River? New South Wales, Queensland, South Australia, Tasmania, Victoria, or Western Australia? 10 seconds to go. There you go, Tasmania there, longest river in Tasmania is called there. Okay, what do we get?
Some calls for the fastest, I think.
I wonder who the fastest was. That's a very interesting lineup there. Alright. What is the online name used by the alleged developer of Bitcoin? Dominic Frisby, Elon Musk, Satoshi Nakamoto, Dorian Prentice. Ten seconds left. Online name used by the alleged. Satoshi Nakamoto is the online name for the developer. And despite investigation, there's still not much idea as to what the real identity is. Sorry, I'm moving. Which Canadian province does this flag belong to? Where is Keenan? British Columbia, Manitoba, Ontario, or Quebec? You good in Canadian provinces when it comes to flags. So there's the flag for the British Columbia. There. You're beginning to like flag questions. Did the Paralympic opening ceremony give a nice refresher on flags?
Tom was watching.
I'm sure Thomas was watching. Alright, in which year did catastrophic bushfires rage through Victoria, killing 173 people? 2007, 2008, 2009, or 2010? Seconds to go. 2009 for the Black Saturday bushfires in Victoria. Which Japanese island is Mount Fuji on? Hokkaido, Honshu, Kyushu, or Shikoku? Seconds left. Alright. Honshu is the island that Mount Fuji is on. Alright. Who directed Forrest Gump? You lost your keypad? You drop it or something? Like, oh, I got the question wrong. No. Forrest Gump. The director of Forrest Gump. It was Robert Zemeckis who directed Forrest Gump. Had this question last week. Well, there you go. I hope you got it right then. Alright. This question, we need 2 answers. So, which 2 teams played in front of the biggest ever AFL crowd of 121,696 people? Carlton, Collingwood, Essendon, Geelong, Hawthorn, or Richmond? 2 answers needed. Make sure to hit your 2 choices and hit submit. Carlton and Collingwood were 2 answers there. So if you got one of those right, you will receive points. That was the grand final in 1970. So there you go. Next line.
Well, we're living here in Allentown, and they're closing all the factories down. Out in Bethlehem, they're killing time, filling up forms, standing in line. Well, our fathers fought the Second World War, spent their weekends on the Jersey Shore. Met our mothers in the USO.
4 choices. Five seconds. Asked them to dance. Next line of Allentown by Billy Joel. That'll be the end of round 2. And round scores up first. T.I. did the best on that round, fell about on the spot. Then Hakuna Matata rounding out our top 3 for that round. So T.I. sitting there on our Hall of Fame. Overall, T.I. have jumped into first place, behind the George in second. On the spot, sitting in third place right now. After 2 rounds, it is time for Millionaire Ladder. On this round, there is a ladder. If you get a question right, you move up the ladder 1 step. Every step on the ladder is worth 500 points. So the amount of points you receive will depend on how many steps you climb up the ladder. Get it right, climb up 1. Get the question wrong or don't answer on time, you'll drop back down to the bottom again. There are 3 safety nets at steps 3, 6, and 9. So if you get to any of those points, you will be guaranteed at least that many points, and you'll only drop back to your most recent safety net. Good stuff. Let's go. Shelley Long co-starred with this person in which of these movies? The Burbs, The Green Mile, The Money Pit, or Turner and Hooch? Seconds to go. Shelley Long co-starred with Tom Hanks in The Money Pit. So 23 teams jumping on the ladder after our first question. Ooh, tough question to start with. All right. What is the name given to the Prime Minister's residence in Canberra? Government House, Kirribilli House, The Lodge, or Yarralumla? Lodge is the answer there. Yes. If any of the Canberrans didn't know that, then that's a bit disappointing. You don't have to wait for me to finish talking. You can bring it up. So, yeah, Backseat Drivers were the fastest. Tweed's second fastest. Wool Karaka Wolves third fastest. So, some quick answers in there. Alright. Are you ready? Because I hope you all looked up that Facebook question. I gave you a reminder. On the online venue group on Facebook to check the Facebook question on the Time Out Entertainment page. So what is the answer to this week's Facebook question? Dwight Eisenhower, Herbert Hoover, Franklin Roosevelt, or Harry Truman? Alright. The question for this week was, during World War II, which US president died while in office? Which would be Franklin Roosevelt. So, did we all look up the question this week?
I did.
I gave you the reminder. Probably should put the reminder on earlier, but Tweeds was fastest there for that question. They knew that. They knew the question. Alright, in the Crowded House song Mean to Me, where had she come all the way from? Africa, America, Asia, Australia, or New Zealand? It's in the very first line. She came all the way from America. Very first line of Mean to Me there. She had a blind date with Destiny. And the sound of Tiawa Mutu. Had a truly sacred ring. Now her parents... Okay. On the 5th of January 1975 in Hobart, Tasmania, 12 people died due to what disaster? A bridge collapse, an earthquake, a fire, a flood, a heat wave, or a shooting? Hindenburg skydiving. Left. Bridge collapse. The Tasman Bridge disaster. That one there. So most teams moving on had this question recently too. Noticing a pattern here. Alright, what are the first 3 words of the US Constitution? 4 and 7, the only thing, we the people, or when in the? So, safety net chance, I'm sure, for those teams sitting at step 5 on this question. We the people. And then whatever comes after. Does it tell me what comes after? Oh, it does. It tells me a lot of what comes after. Okay. Yeah. You can think of something in God's name. Alright, let's move on to question 7. Who is the heroine of the Twilight Saga? Alice Cullen, Stephanie Meyer, Bella Stewart, or Bella Swan? Seconds to go. Bella Swan is the heroine of the Twilight Saga. there. I haven't read them, nor have I watched them, nor do I want to read them or watch them. Other answers here. Majority of people said Bella Stewart. Fair enough. I mean, Bella's still right. She's played by Kristen Stewart in the films. A couple of people saying Stephanie Meyer, which is pretty funny because she's the author of the books.
Yeah.
Although I'm sure you could make a reasoning because, you know, Bella is Stephanie Meyer in the book or whatever. In what year did the Beatles officially disband? 1967, 1968, 1969, 1970, or 1971? Officially. It's like saying they unofficially disbanded. 5 seconds for Bean Team. What do they think? They don't know what to think. 1970 is the commonly accepted year there. When Paul McCartney resigned, that's when most people would say, yep, that's the end of the Beatles. So April 10th, 1970 is when Paul McCartney resigned. Henceforth, disbanded. Alright, safety net chance here. Which African country has N'Djamena as its capital city? Yes, that one. Chad, Ethiopia, Ghana, or Sudan? Now, I can pronounce those. Not sure about the capital city though. Ten seconds to go. Takes two is getting in there at the end there. Chad, it has that place as its capital city. 4 teams sitting at step 9. They only have to get 1 question right to get all 500 points. And the question is, how many balls per cricket over were there from 1876 to 1888 in Australia? So the 76-77 season to the 87-88 season. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. Balls per over. Ten seconds left. Four balls per cricket over. 1876 to 1888. It then changed to 6 from 1891 to 1921. Then to 8 for 1 season. Then 6 again. Then 8 again. And then back to 6. They couldn't make up their minds. So it is currently 6 now. It's been 6 since 1979. But it flipped back and forth a few times there. So that's in round 3. Behind the George and Quan Triviate, taking out that round there with all 500 points. T.I., Repeat Offenders, and Hugh Jorgens all got 450. So sitting there. Behind the George on our Hall of Fame once again. And overall right now, T.I. still holding first. Behind the George in second. On the spot, sitting in 3rd place. So, for those who have not played online in a while, and thus I don't like cricket, too confusing. So, for those who haven't played in a while, you will need to type in your answers for this question, for this round, in the questions in this round. We will not be giving you choices, you'll need to type them in. You won't be needing to type in much, but we will require you to type things in. Get it right, that's 100 points. If you get it wrong or don't answer, that is fine. You will not receive any points, and you also won't lose any points. So, we be nice, because it'd be a bit too cruel if we took points away for straight up thinking. Alright, what are the initials of the artist who released a song titled You're So Vain in 1972? 30 seconds on the clock. Type in your answers. and we'll see what people get. Seconds left. Essential Worker, Ben Spectro, Beckles, Hindenburg Skydiving, Nutty Professors, CWHC. Whole bunch of teams in there. So, Carly Simon. We've got a capital I in there on the notes here. Carly Simon is the right answer there. So CS is what you needed. What are the initials of the famous actor who said, "He's looking at you, kid"? Initials needed. Yay! We like good questions. 10 seconds to go. 8 teams, less than 8 teams now. Humphrey Bogart said that line there. So HB. In what year did the Port Arthur massacre occur? What year was it? So, 10 seconds. I'm not thinking on this one. (1996) is when the Port Arthur massacre occurred. 28th and 29th of April 1996. 35 were killed, 23 wounded at Port Arthur. And we had gun laws afterwards to kind of set everything in motion. What is the first letter of the capital of Lebanon? So we only need the first letter. Trying to forget. Yeah, not a fun time. But, hey, at least we got actual gun wars out of it afterwards, so... It took a massacre, but... America's still trying to catch up in that place. You weren't even... That's true. Beirut, B, is the first letter of the capital of Lebanon. How many points is the letter D worth in the game of Scrabble? How many points is the letter D worth? Two points for the letter D. In what year did Dean Lucan win the gold medal in the super heavyweight category at the Summer Olympic Games? The super heavyweight category. That's a step above the heavyweight category, obviously. They're considered too super for the normal heavyweight category. They need their own category. Five seconds left. 1984 at Los Angeles Summer Olympics, which, hey, they're getting the Olympics again in a few years' time. 1984. What are the initials of the player who bowled the underarm delivery in February 1981 at the MCG? 10 seconds left. Trevor Chappell. TC bowled underarm. Bowled the underarm delivery in February 1981 at the MCG.
Me up.
What number Pennsylvania Avenue is the address of the White House? Friend of a neighbor. What number Pennsylvania Avenue is the address of the White House? Five seconds to go. 1,600. Or 1,600. There you go. 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. 666. That would have been interesting. Couple questions left for this round. What are the initials of the lead singer of the band Dire Straits? It keeps getting destroyed in movies. Yes. That is true. Things have a tendency to go, yeah, we're making a new movie. Stipulation is we have to destroy the White House.
But it's only American movies, though.
Only American movies.
Because in those movies, right, the aliens, they're like, we're going to destroy the Earth, and they just destroy America.
Yes, because as you know, America is the center of the world.
Yes.
Mark Knopfler. Knopfler? Knopfler is the lead singer of Dire Straits. Trick question, the first letter of his last name is silent. Yes, MK is what we needed there. The final question for this round. What is the first letter of the capital of Colombia? Five seconds to go. Alright. Bogota. So B is what we needed there. That will bring us to the end of round 4. Round scores first. DNA, Lucky at Home, Hugina Matata, Quad Triviad, The Zigbirds, Tassie Girls, Bean Team, and Hard Rock from Gunga Lakes all got 1,000 points in that round. So that's a lot of points there. DNA did it overall the quickest. So they'll be up on our Hall of Fame there. And the overall leaderboard up right now. TI is still holding first place, behind the George in second. DNA sitting in third place. Ooh, it's a tight little battle for third place though there. So, with that being said, we're going to go into a break now.
Need a drink.
Yes, I need a drink. So, we're going to jump into a break. We'll see you all very, very shortly to do the final 3 rounds. We'll see you then.
I got my first real 6-string, bought it at the 5 and dime, played it till my fingers bled. Was the summer of '69. Me and some guys from school had a band and we tried real hard. Jimmy quit, Jody got married. I should've
left my heart to the sapper's round casing. And I sold my soul with my cigarettes to the black market man. I've had the Vietnam cold turkey, from the ocean to the Silver City, and it's only other vets could understand about the long forgotten dockside guarantees. How there were no V-Day heroes in 1973, and how we sat in a Sydney harbor, her son open but I couldn't kiss her. Well, she was lying and I was home to Lucky Land. She was like so many more from that time on. The lives were all so empty until they found their chosen one. And the legs were up and open, but their minds were always closed, and their hearts were held in fast suburban chains. And the legal pads were young, I was long way back in me. And the telex riders collided where the gunships once had been. And cop pots make me jumpy, and I never stop to dream. Oh, I'll be going need for speed and overcame. So I worked across the country from end to end. I tried to find a place to settle down where my mixed up life could end. I held a job on an oil rig, flying choppers when I could, but the nightlife nearly drove me round the bend. And I traveled around the world from year to year, and each one found me aimless. One more year, the world's so weird. And I've been back to Southeast Asia. You know the answer sure ain't there, but I'm drifting north to check things out again. Well, the last train out of Sydney's almost gone, and only 7 flying hours, and I'll be landing in Hong Kong. And there ain't nothing like the kisses from a jaded Chinese princess. I'm gonna hit some Hong Kong matches all night long. Well, the last train out of Sydney's almost gone. You know the last train out of Sydney's almost gone, and it's really got me worried. I'm gonna know that I'm in a hurry. You know the last train out of Sydney's almost gone. Well, the last train out of Sydney's almost gone. Yeah, yeah. You know the last train out of Sydney's almost gone. Lord, it's really got me worried. I'm gonna know that I'm in a hurry. You know the last train out of Sydney's almost gone.
And we're back. I had to raise my eyebrows at Lachlan for a moment because he wasn't unmuting me. So, we're back. I hope you have all grabbed yourself a drink. I have my own drink here. It's a soda stream that I forgot to fizz up. So, that's my punishment for not fizzing up the soda stream. Good job, me. So, hope we all have all had a sufficient break. We're going to jump into round 5 now, which is Jeopardy. For Jeopardy, you will get to choose your risk factor. We're going to give you the subject of the question. You get to pick the points for it. In this first case, we have animals. An interesting subject to start us off for Jeopardy. And you'll lose the same amount of points if you get the question wrong. So, interesting stuff. We got Wukaraka Wolves, Hard Rock, they're all in there. Just waiting on Hard Rock now. We'll give you guys 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Alectura lathami is an Australian mound-building bird, more commonly known as what? A brush turkey, a cassowary, a kookaburra, or a pelican? Five seconds to go. A brush turkey is that one there. Movies. Movies. Wukaraka Wolves. Emon. Up on there. What are we thinking for movies? Alright. In which of these movies did this actor appear? Flashpoint, Red Belt, Unrivaled, or Warrior? Ten seconds left. Hope we all picked suitably well. I can't tell you that yet. I'm gonna wait 3 more seconds before I can tell you who it is. Less than that even. That's Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy was in Warrior.
By any chance, did Christopher Nolan direct that movie?
No, it was Gavin O'Connor.
Okay.
You tried, Lachlan, you tried. He starred in Warrior with Joel Edgerton.
Oh, yeah.
So, there you go. History. Never heard of him. Fair enough. I mean, I've heard of him.
Yeah.
Lockie's certainly heard of him. Been in a few films more recently. What are we thinking, Alison? Alright, history. The Treaty of Aix-la-Chapelle was first signed in 1748 in which modern-day country? Hey, if I don't know how to pronounce it, I'll just give it a shot. Austria, France, Germany, or the Netherlands? Cat chose 0. Cat decided that you weren't going to get this question right, so it saved you the trouble. Germany.
Cat knows best.
Germany is where that treaty was first signed. Modern day Germany, anyway. Alright, space. Space. Obligatory. Dun, 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 dun. Alright. Space question is, which planet is famous for its big red spot? How fast can you be? How fast can you be? Cat picked better that time, Murray. Sounds like you need to train your cat to pick 100. It's a very important part of it. Bean Team, 5 seconds. Jupiter is famous for its big red spot. Yeah, we'll go fastest on this one. JK Fickle Fragments. Looks like Fickle Finger's missing some fingers there. Wukaraka Wolves, second fastest. DNA, third fastest. There. Some very quick answers on that one. Okay. Television. Television. Alright. What is this character's name in the TV show Scrubs? Bob, Elliot, John, Perry, or Todd? Five seconds left. John. John Dorian. Or JD. Be the main protagonist of Scrubs. Maths. And I'm sure there's generally usually a couple of people who go, maths isn't trivia.
That's good.
That's not trivia. That's just maths. And you'd be right. What is the cube root of 729? 6, 7, 8, 9, or 11? Nine is the cube root of 729. 9 times 9 is 81. 81 times 9 is 729. Music.
Anyway.
Music. What are we going to listen to today? What else are we going to listen to today? Pre-2000s?
Yep.
What if it's Coldplay?
Oh, probably.
You know, Keller doesn't know what to do for music. We'll give him 3 more seconds. 2. Alright. Have a listen to this song. Tell me who the artist is. Alright. Twisted Sister. With We're Not Gonna Take It. There. It's Clive Palmer. Okay. Tweeds was fastest, Jeffy Chase second, DNA third. Fastest, yes. Twisted Sister there. That one. Sport. Sport. What kind of sport are we looking at today, Nutty Professors? In which country was the first ICC T20 World Cup held in 2007? Australia, England, India, or South Africa? South Africa
Ow.
held the first
Hold your
T20
fingers.
World Cup in 2007.
We had it right. Hold your finger.
Geography. Alright, essential worker. Okay, here's a question for geography. What is the capital of this country? Buenos Aires, Caracas, Lima, Montevideo, or Santiago? I am wearing the Gryffindor colours. You just noticed this? I've been wearing it the whole time. It's got Gryffindor plastered on it. Try and take just a wild guess at what Hogwarts house I'm in. I don't know if you could tell or not. Buenos Aires is the capital of Argentina.
And I can't find another one. Maybe I need to look for one now.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Alright, final question for Jeopardy is literature. Someone asked me. Yes, I am wearing Gryffindor colours. Yes, I took the test on Pottermore. It's now wizardingworld.com, but whatever. And I got Gryffindor, so I'm wearing Gryffindor colours. Alright, final question. Who wrote the autobiography titled My Place? Miles Franklin, Shirley Hazard, Sally Morgan, or Christina Steed? Ten seconds left. Sally Morgan wrote the autobiography My
That's my
Place.
next guess.
For that one there. Alright, so that'll be the end of round 5. And oh, okay, bit more of a spread. Lucky at Home, Child's Play, Hakuna Matata, DNA, Quorum Trivia, The Whatevers, Zigbirds, Barrelaros, Paw Patrol, Takes Two, Trans Tasmans, and Tassie Girls. Got 600 as the most for Jeopardy there. So some very interesting scores for Jeopardy. How does that shape up our overall scores? TI in first, still. DNA holding second. Lucky at Home jumped into third. Overall scores. TI right there. So quite a lot of droppages there, it looks like. Alright. Round 6. Once again, up to 100 points per correct answer. That'll be how it works for our last 2 rounds. Let's jump into it. Round 6. Who is this artist? I think I heard you laughing, Mum.
Sorry, I'm giggling.
Alright, who is this artist? Have a listen.
All the old paintings on the tomb, they do the stand dance, don't you know? If you move too quick, they're falling down like a domino. All the flies are manned by the
Second. The Bangles with the song Walk Like an Egyptian for that one there. Oh, we're going to give a fastest. There we go. Quizzy McQuizface. Ah, great name. Fastest there. TI and Behind the George are 3 fastest. Alright, NRL question. Cameron Smith surpassed who in 2017 for playing the most games in the NRL? Cooper Cronk, Brad Fittler, Terry Lamb, or Darren Lockyer? just restos. Not getting in time. Darren Lockyer is who Cameron Smith surpassed there. And he surpassed him when Smith played his 356th first grade game in the qualifying final in 2017. So, very high number. He probably got it. Had to have gotten it over 400 by the time he retired. Alright, Prague is the capital of which country? Czech Republic, Hungary, Luxembourg, or Poland? Anyone else want to wish Daz the best before Mum sends the message off?
Put it in now. We'll create a list.
Prague is the capital of the Czech Republic. There. That fast. Oh, wow, okay. Some very quick ones there. Pity Frost and Defrost P back together again. And Hakuna Matata, tied for fastest there.
I see
Solo Stooge.
I see everyone there. Everyone who got this pretty fast has seen Spider-Man Far From... Was it Far From Home? Yeah. It was one of the locations they visited. In Far From Home.
Or they just happen to know that Prague is the capital
Oh, they
of the
just
Czech
happen. Yeah,
Republic.
okay.
The longest straight stretch of railroad in the world, 478 kilometers, is in which country? Australia, Canada, China, or Russia? Longest straight stretch of railroad. Australia has the longest straight stretch of railway. So, yes, across the Nullarbor Plain, there, it's the longest stretch of straight railway. In what country is the Shinto religion based? Afghanistan, China, Japan, North Korea, or South Korea? Very quick answers on that one. Japan. Very quick. Very, very quick answers. So I'm going to see a fastest on this one. Backseat Drivers is the fastest. Okay. Emon, Quizzy McQuizface. Top 3 fastest there. I wonder if they're the fastest only because they've got the best best connection. Just saying. Which of these is not a kind of shoe? A derby, a blucher, a Hampton, or an Oxford? Tell him he misses singing. I'll make sure he knows. We can all sing African alphabet.
Yeah, one by one. One
Yes.
by one. One line each. We'll see how bad this goes.
And if you repeat any line at any point, you have to restart.
You have to restart, yeah.
No, it's fine. Don't do that. Hampton is not a kind of shoe. The others are all classic styles of men's shoe, apparently. What was the very first Ford Falcon model? XA, XB, XD, XK, or XL? And I mean, in terms of Africa and Toto, I still think that, you know, songs like Hold the Line and Rosanna are better songs than Africa. Africa's just so famous because of memes and stuff. Alright, XK was the very first Ford Falcon model. The XK series, introduced in September 1960. Alright. Which of the Bronte siblings wrote the novel Wuthering Heights? Anne, Branwell, Charlotte, or Emily? It started, better not disappoint me. Alright, Emily wrote the novel Wuthering Heights. Behind the George was fastest, essential worker, second fastest, TI, third fastest. Alright, 2 questions left for round 6. In which 2 years did Rod Laver win the tennis Grand Slam? 1962, 1963, 1965, 1966, 1968, and or 1969. 2 answers needed. I'm waiting for someone to go to the next line of Africa. I think that's a bit later on, isn't it?
That's...
Is that the second one?
No.
No.
Alright, come on, start again.
You got it wrong, you have to restart now. 1962 and 1969 is the 2 years that Rod Laver won the tennis Grand Slam. So won all 4 Grand Slam tournaments in 1 year. Alright, final question for round 6. Put Africa on hold for 5 minutes. What is the next line of this song? It's not Africa.
Rising up, back on the street. Did my time, took my chances. Went the distance, now I'm back on my feet. Just a man and his will to survive. So many times it happens too fast.
Alright.
What is that?
10 seconds to go. You trade your passion for glory. Next line of Eye of the Tiger by Survivor, as Jeffrey Gardner very nicely let everyone know in the chat that it was by Survivor. That's alright. You didn't get put the name of the song in, so that's good. That's the end of round 6. We got one more round to go. Emon did the best on that round with Spickles in second, and Hakuna Matata very closely behind in third on that round. So there is our overall Hall of Fame there. Leaderboard, TI in first place, Hakuna Matata sitting in second, DNA in third. And with that look at our leaderboard there, we are going into the final round. Final round. Last 10 questions. Up to 100 points per correct answer. Last chance to get some good points. And we'll see who comes out on top. Who is this artist?
You're sweet, sweet as a honeybee, but like a honeybee stings, you're gonna let my heart in pain. All you love is our favorite song, the one we dance to all night long. Used to bring sweet memories of a tender love.
Four Tops is the artist of the song. It's the same old song.
Toby Darren.
Just the same old song. Right there. Alright, who created this family? Matt Groening, Seth MacFarlane, Trey Parker, or Matt Stone? There's Seth MacFarlane, who created the family in Family Guy. Matt Groening was the creator of The Simpsons, which I'm sure was the other most popular answer there. Yeah.
Funny enough, Seth MacFarlane voices half of them.
It's Seth MacFarlane voices half of it, yeah. So, Family Guy
The
on that one there.
last line was mine.
Which of the following countries was not a founding member of the United Nations? Denmark, Ethiopia, Poland, Switzerland, or Venezuela? Parker and Stone created South Park. There you go. Alright, and that'll be... Switzerland was not a founding member of the United Nations. Alright, with which sport is this person associated? Basketball, boxing, gridiron, or soccer? Five seconds. Basketball is who Wilt Chamberlain is associated with. So he's tall. He plays basketball. So, oh, I'm sure he's tall. Which New Zealander said, New Zealanders who leave for Australia raise the IQ of both countries? A very tall dude. Jim Bolger, Trevor Mallard, Robert Muldoon, or Jenny Shipley? Robert Muldoon said that. So what is it like? It was a New Zealand PM. So what is it like? Supposed to be New Zealanders are not smart, so by them leaving they raise. But then I'm curious on how Australia is supposed to be. I'm looking too much into this. All right, who was the first emperor of the Roman Empire? Augustus, Caligula, Claudius, or Tiberius? Five seconds left. Will be Augustus, was the first emperor of the Roman Empire. Ruled from 27 BC till his death in 14 AD. So, there you go. Who wrote the tune known as the Wedding March? Georges Apergus, Helham Humphrey, Felix Mendelssohn, Paolo Pugliati, Alexander Utendal. What point did I prove? What?
I think you proved the point of the quote. Is what she's trying to say.
Oh, right.
I'll
What?
explain it to you later, Josh.
Right, okay. Felix Mendelssohn wrote the Wedding March there. Alright. In which country was this person born?
So call me maybe, and all the other boys try to chase me, but here's my number. So call me maybe. You took your time with the call, I took no time with the fall. You gave me nothing at all, but still you're in my way. I beg and borrow and steal, at first sight and it's real. I didn't know I would feel it, but it's in my...
So, Carly Rae Jepsen comes from Canada. There. So, Flags is fun, as always. That song being Call Me Maybe, the song that everyone knows by Carly Rae Jepsen. Couple questions to go. Which one of these countries does the Czech Republic not border? Austria, Germany, Poland, Romania, or Slovakia? 5 seconds to go. Romania doesn't border the Czech Republic. Alright, we have one more question to go. And it is a what is the next line of this song question. So have a listen and tell me what it is. So what is right and what is wrong? Next line of What is Love by Hadaway. As noted in the chat, that the artist is Hadaway. Apparently 1993. So there you go. That will be the end of round 7. Behind the George did the best in that round. Will Karaka Wolves second best. DNA third best for that round. Oh, alright. Be very curious to see how our top 3 line up there. But before we do that, I will need you to rate your experience tonight on a scale of very dissatisfied to very satisfied. Preferably the latter end of the spectrum, not the early end of the spectrum. So we'll just let these last few come in here. And 5 seconds left. Trans-Tasmans don't know what to say. It was too good that they've been left utterly speechless. So, we are...
Still trying to figure out the New Zealand.
So, we are going to be bringing up a few people to thank. These are the people to thank. They are on the screen here. We'll see what it says. Can I see what it says? You know, there we go. So, yes, all those wonderful people from Time Out Entertainment who have brought this to you once again this week. Myself for hosting this week and being much better than last week. And I was able to host this week. As always, Darren's not here, and he won't be here until lockdown is lifted, whenever that is. Who knows, we could be in lockdown for months, but I hope that's not the case. So, before we bring up, we have our final scoreboard that we need to have a look at. So, drum rolls in the chat and in person from beside me. And here is our overall scores. Alright, so our top 3 tonight was T.I. took first place, DNA took second, and Behind the George sneaked into third at the very end there. So, hope you all enjoyed tonight's game. I certainly enjoyed being back in the hosting seat again. I didn't particularly want to go, I can't host, but you know, my health said otherwise, so. And when that happens, you need to step back a bit. So yes. So hope you have all enjoyed tonight. I've been here with Lachlan. Hello. He says hello. Say hello to him back. It's okay. And we'll have Justin behind the wheel once again next week. So we are going to go back to a rotation. You'll have me 1 week and Justin the next week, and Darren will be back when he comes back when lockdown is no longer a thing. So yes, hope you all enjoyed tonight. I'm sure we'll maybe see you on the playing side next week. Who knows? Hope you all enjoyed tonight. My name has been Josh, and I will see you all next time.